Sweet Rory.
Hi everyone, I'm Rory. It's so awkward being like, hi. I wanted to make this video being real, being raw. And if I don't make this now, I feel like I'm never going to make this. And I'm doing all these hand gestures because I'm ADHD and I don't know what to do. And I'm very awkward, but I'm actually not awkward because I'm really good at talking and I talk a lot. What took me so long to make a video like this, an introduction, which literally should have been like my first video, was me being like, oh, I'll do it when my hair is good, when my braces are off, when I, get my nails done, when I do my makeup, when I, get like a whole background set up, when my life is stable. It's never going to be the right time. You're just going to have to do it and wing it. Because I'm telling you, I keep trying to catch a break and there's no breaks. I just have to go with it. So if you're wanting to start a YouTube channel or start content creating, whether it's on TikTok, Instagram, whatever, do it. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to do it when do it, because I'm telling you, you're never going to find a good time to do it. And I've always heard that, but I'm telling you right now, you are never going to find a good time. And all you're really doing is holding yourself back. So I just recently started making money off of YouTube, but I haven't received any of the money yet just because you have to go through all these different things, and right now that's what I'm doing. Something about me. When I was younger, I used to dream of being a singer or a movie star, like most little girls or whatever. I get off topic way too much, so just try to stay with me. I'm really trying, but my brain just hops from like one subject to another subject to one conversation to another. It's always been a dream of mine to be some type of influencer, I guess you could say. Because like I said, I started out wanting to be a singer, wanting to be a movie star. Why I haven't pursued those things, I guess there's just a lot of things that, helped me back in my life and stuff. But I love to content create. And what I love about content creating is that it can lead to other possibilities. Oh, and why I want to do this is that I do want to inspire others. I know it's cheesy. I've been through a lot that I haven't shared on here. Some of it I have shared on here in just small parts. And in the future, I think I will be sharing more. But now that we're getting into this video, some things about me just off the top of my head that I can think of. I was held back in first grade because I had dyslexia. Just throwing that out there because, I don't know, just facts about me. I attended 7 different elementary schools growing up just because there was a lot of, stuff going on in my childhood. I got taken away from my mom when I was about 8 years old and put in the foster system for only about 4 months, and then put with my real father, and then I lived with him for about 7 years, and that was the hardest 7 years ever. And then I got away, and that's just another story for another time. I have 5 siblings, technically 6. I have an older brother on my dad's side. My dad only has him and me. I've only met him one time, and he has 3 kids of his own. And then on my mother's side, I am the oldest, and I have 4 sisters, Carly, Miley, Journey, and Melody, and my brother, Cloud. That's right, his name's Cloud. It's different now because all my siblings were adopted. All my siblings were adopted into individual families. None of us get to or got to grow up with each other. They're still growing up. They're younger than me. I'm 22. They're all under the age of 18 except for my sister Carly, who's out of the foster system, and she has a son and everything now, and she just has her own life. She's branching out. All of my siblings on my mom's side share the same dad, so I'm the only odd one out. It's kind of funny because it's the same way on my dad's side. I don't have any siblings that are full blood related, but to me, they've always been full blood. They used to offend me a lot growing up, hearing oh, they're not your real siblings, or oh, they're your step, or they're your half. It's no, blood is blood, and even if they weren't my blood, if I love them, step is still considered real, in my opinion. I'm not close with my dad. There's a lot there. I am close with my mother. I was extremely close to my grandma, who passed on December 10th of last year. I'll show you. Here, I have her picture right here. This is a picture frame that I actually picked out at Goodwill when I was with her when I was younger. Yeah, I still remember that. I was 6, but yeah. My grandma's death was the first death I've ever experienced of somebody who I was close with. Everyone else was distant relatives or friends who I really hadn't talked to in like a long time. I've never really lost someone with that kind of relationship, so that was hard. Still is kind of hard sometimes. She had dementia, she was suffering. And let's move on to the next thing. I was recently married this past year on April 5th. Me and my husband were dating for about 11 months, and then he proposed to me. He actually was going to propose to me around the time before my grandma passed, but then she passed, so he had to like push it forward like a month or two. So I got married. We've been married for like 7 months now. It's crazy how time flies. We knew each other because we had worked with each other before we had started dating. I told him I liked him, and then we started talking, and then he asked me out. And I actually started liking him when I was in a relationship. I was in a 5-year-long relationship that was not good, was not healthy. Me liking him was my like biggest red flag of me knowing I had to end the relationship that I was in, because I would have never done anything, like ever. He didn't even know I liked him, because there's no way. I don't even, if I'm in a relationship with someone, I'm committed. I don't believe in flirting, cheating, any of that. I won't. So, but I was suffering for a long time in this relationship. I finally broke up with who I was with, and I wasn't wanting to hop into another relationship just because, too, that was the only guy I'd ever been with before. So I wanted to like heal and everything, but I mean, God had his timing for everything, because me and him literally started dating like 2 weeks after that. I'm gonna be real and raw with y'all about it. We started dating like 2 weeks after it, and honestly, it was the best decision like ever. Like, I was so scared to even tell him I liked him. He was older than me. I felt like he was more mature and had his life put together. He's Christian, which I'm Christian. I was also raised Christian, but he was like the Christian that I aspired to be. But in a way, it was perfect, because he later on told me that he had actually was not in church like he used to be when he was younger. His family is really into church, and he just had fallen out, made excuses, and talking to me made him want to start going again, which was kind of awesome, because in my relationship that I was in, the guy did not like me to go to church. He didn't want me. He thought it was like a waste of time. He thought it was all stupid, that it couldn't be proven, all these things. And that's another thing I was tired of. I was tired of somebody trying to tell me what I could and could not believe in when I didn't have any problem with what he was doing, even though I knew what he was doing was wrong. Me and him basically brought each other back to church, which is the relationship that I was looking for, because I was praying and praying and praying to God. Just that the next time I got into a relationship, I wanted to have a godly man, and if I could have that, then I didn't want one. And I just feel like it was all God's timing. It really was. And at first I did think maybe it was fast, but like I said, it was God's timing. Okay, I'm just blabbing. So let's go with some like plain fast subjects. My favorite color is pink. I hated that color for so long, and then I just like gave in. I don't know. It's weird. My favorite show is The Vampire Diaries. I absolutely love Ian Somerhalder. Actually, this March, like right after my birthday, we're planning on going to Mystic Falls, so I'm going to be making a vlog on that. I hope I really actually get to go. Every year I feel like something always comes up. I was actually going to go this year, but they were having it literally like a week before my wedding, and I was going to have to cancel my wedding and like push it. And I was like, do I really want to do that? Because I mean, I've been waiting to do this since I was like 10, but like, I was like, no, Rory, no. But yes, my favorite show is Vampire Diaries. I take it very seriously. My favorite kind of music, I love alternative. I love rock and roll. I love classic rock. I love heavy metal. I love Christian music. I really love all the genres. I'm not big on country. I'll listen to some country songs, but alternative, rock and roll, that's where I'm at. I'm a very random person. I try to plan. I love to plan, but I just feel like honestly just going with the flow. Everything just seems to work out. That's just some things about me. I know this video is probably longer than you expected it to be for a get to know me. If you want to know more about me, you can just comment below. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Really, I just want to be a creator that y'all can relate to and really just feel a connection with. I don't just want to be somebody through a screen that's doing all these things that you feel like you can't do. Hello. So y'all, don't forget to like and subscribe to check out more of my videos. And I'll see you next time.
Wait,